Hello, and welcome to the video for CONNECTAdmin, Uploading, Configuring, and Managing GIS Data. In this video, we will explain the process of uploading, configuring, and sharing GIS data. GIS data may be parcel information, roads, fire hydrants, floodplains, or any other data that you may have. By uploading all of your data to our cloud environment, you will see how easy it is to share your GIS information to everyone within your Connect organization. For an overview of CONNECTAdmin and for information regarding organizations and users, please watch the video titled CONNECTAdmin, Creating and Managing Organizations and Users. A parent administrator has the ability to upload GIS data directly to the parent organization and then choose which organization or organizations can have access to that data. A sub-organization administrator will only be able to upload and configure data to their specific organization. Administrators can log in to CONNECTAdmin on the Pictometry Online login page by clicking Administration, or from the Pictometry Online interface once logged in. To begin the process of uploading GIS data to your Connect organization, select GIS from the administrative menu and click on Upload Your GIS Data. 3 options for uploading GIS data are listed. This video will explain how to utilize the online uploader only. This method supports the upload of shapefiles or KML, KMZ file types. Data can also be uploaded directly from Esri ArcMap by downloading the Connect Uploader add-on. This method supports all GIS file types. For more information on this option, please watch the video titled Connect Uploader for ArcMap. A desktop GIS uploader can be downloaded, which will allow for uploading during off hours. For more information on this, please contact your Pictometry representative. To begin using the online uploader, click Launch Online GIS Uploader. This will launch the online GIS Uploader window used for selecting and uploading data files. In the Select Files box on the right, click Add Files to browse your network for the desired data files. The maximum size limit per file is 2 GB. Holding down the Control key, select the necessary shapefile components: SHP, SHX, DBF, and PRJ. Then click Open. If you happen to select other shapefile components other than those required, a red error message will appear. As long as all 4 required components are included, the upload can continue with additional selections. Ensure the same file name has been selected and all 4 parts are listed. To begin the upload process, click Start Upload. The data is now being sent to secure Pictometry servers. The status of each part will read complete once it has been transmitted successfully. When all parts read complete, click Close to close the online GIS uploader. All GIS features or uploaded GIS data will be listed toward the bottom of the page under Uploaded GIS Data. The feature name, shape type, and date the data was last uploaded will display. The status will indicate which stage of the upload process the feature is in. The 4 stages are importing, processing, producing, and lastly, published. Once the feature has reached published, the data can be configured. The data is not visible to users until it has been configured into a layer. The configured column will indicate yes if the data is configured and no if it has not been configured. To configure a feature, click the gear icon inside the Action column. Configuring GIS data will be discussed in a few moments. To delete a feature, click the trash can icon in the same column. While a feature can quickly be configured from the Upload GIS Data list, a full list of which features have been configured into layers and what parts have been configured can be viewed by selecting GIS from the administrative menu and clicking on Configure, Display, Query, Search. To filter the list of features displayed, select a filter option or data source. To configure a feature as a layer, click the gear icon on the right-hand side of the page. You may have to use the horizontal scroll bar to see this option. This will launch the Configure Layer window for the selected feature. The first tab is the Properties tab. Layer name is the only field that can be edited, which is the display name that the users will see on the Connect interface. The second tab is Display, which modifies the visual attributes of the layer. These options may change depending on the shape type you are configuring, point, line, or polygon. For example, configuration of a street centerline file or line file would not have an option for fill color. On this tab, you can change the width of a line, the color of a line or point, and opacity of a line or point. Opacity of 100% will display as a solid line. 0% will not display the line at all, and anything in the middle will partially display the line, depending on the selected percentage. The same thing is true for fill opacity when applicable. Data density will determine when a layer becomes visible based on your imagery's zoom level. Setting a layer's density to low means that the layer will turn on no matter what the zoom level. A medium setting will display the layer at neighborhood levels and at low zoom levels of community imagery. A high setting will only display the layer at neighborhood zoom levels. For example, in instances of a very dense GIS layer, such as a parcel file in a major city, lines may take more time to draw if you are zoomed out to a high level, not to mention filling up your screen with a large amount of lines. By setting a layer to medium or high, that parcel layer will only display when zoomed in to a certain extent. Hovering your mouse over the question mark on this tab will explain these settings. An auto label can be set to display whenever the layer is turned on. An example may be the road name for a roads layer, or a parcel ID number for every parcel. Only one field can be selected for an auto label. Under Special Properties, if Display in Workspace is unchecked, the layer will not be available for users to view on the interface. Some administrators only want a layer to be searchable and do not want their user to be able to see the entire layer on screen. Vector or raster can be selected to modify how the layer is rendered or drawn on the Connect interface. The Query tab allows the administrator to select which fields display when users query or identify an object. This also determines which fields display when the search results box appears. Click Add, Remove Fields to select which field or fields to display. Click OK when finished. The order in which the fields display can be changed by dragging the arrows to the left of the field name up or down. The display name is the name the users will see on the interface. Click the pencil icon to edit the name. Check Query First Line to display the field or fields at the top of the query information box. To have a URL be shown as a link in the POL Selections pane and information box after querying, click the field's Link Prefix column and type the URL to use as a prefix. In POL, when a user performs a query, the application completes the web address by appending the applicable query data to the URL. The appended data corresponds to the type of field you created in the link prefix form. POL displays the link in the Selections pane and information box. Users can click the link after querying the layer. On the Search tab, check Enable Full Text Search to create a search from the data file. Select one or more fields for users to search by, for example, parcel ID, address, and/or owner name. If you are creating a geocode search from a line file, select the main search field, such as road name, on the Search tab. You will then see a fifth tab appear along the top that says Geo Code Search. Go to the Geo Code Search tab and enter the to and from fields into their appropriate spaces. When finished configuring this feature, click Save in the lower right-hand corner. Once a layer has been configured, the check marks will indicate which part or parts have already been configured. To quickly edit part of a layer, click the check mark to go directly to the appropriate Configure Layer tab. To delete the configuration of a layer, click the trash can on the right-hand side. Users will no longer be able to access this layer until reconfigured. To completely delete a layer, you will have to remove the source, which is found under the Upload Your GIS Data tab in the Uploaded GIS Data section toward the bottom of the page. Once a layer has been configured, a parent administrator has the ability to share that layer with other organizations. To share layers, select GIS from the administrative menu and click Manage Shared Layers. The Publish Subscribe to Organizations tab allows the parent administrator to publish layers. A published layer means that the layer has been made available to other organizations. An administrator can then choose to subscribe to that layer, which would make the layer visible to the organization's users. To select layers for publishing, click Publish Subscribe to Organizations. There are two methods to publish: one layer to multiple organizations, or multiple layers to one organization. First, we'll publish one layer to multiple organizations. Select the layer to be published from the drop-down list on the left-hand side of the Publish Details window. Then, select the organization or organizations that you want to make the layer available to by checking the boxes in the Publish column. If the parent administrator would like to make the layer immediately visible to the organization's users, they would check Subscribe Org. Hovering your mouse over the question mark icon will give a description of this idea. If the parent administrator chose not to subscribe the suborganization to the layer, the suborganization administrator would be able to choose whether or not to subscribe. When finished, click Save at the bottom. Now, let's publish multiple layers at once. To do this, select Multiple Layers to One Organization in the upper left-hand corner. The left side displays the available configured layers. Next, select the layers that you would like to publish. On the right side, select the organization from the drop-down list that you would like to publish the layers to. If the parent administrator would like to make that layer immediately visible to the organization's users, they would also check Subscribe Org. Hovering your mouse over the question mark icon will provide this information. Click Save at the bottom when you are finished. In the Published Layers section, you will see a list of the layers that have been published or made available to other organizations. To view which organizations have access and if they have subscribed to that layer, click on Publish Details. In the Publish Details window, you can subscribe to a layer on behalf of that organization. To do this, click the green Subscribe button. To deny access to a layer for an organization, click the red button marked Unpublished. When finished, click Close. To subscribe to a published layer, click the My Subscriptions tab along the top. A sub-org administrator will only have the My Subscriptions tab along the top as they are not able to publish layers themselves. Layers that have been made available to the selected organization will be listed. Click Subscribe to make the layer visible to users, or unsubscribe if the administrator no longer wants the layer to be visible. In review, GIS data must first be uploaded to Connect. Next, the data needs to be configured in order to become a layer. If a parent administrator uploads and configures data to the parent organization, they can choose to make that layer available to other sub-organizations by publishing the layer. If the parent administrator or the sub-organization administrator want the layer to be visible to users, they would then subscribe to the layer. Data uploaded and configured directly to a sub-organization is visible to users once it is configured. Thank you for watching this training module. For more information on Connect Administration, please watch the video titled CONNECTAdmin, Creating and Managing Organizations and Users.